Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop. On today's episode, we take a walkthrough of New York Comic Con. So, Storm Collectibles revealed their world-exclusive Mortal Kombat rating. And while I was so excited to see this figure at the con, because it means that Storm Collectibles will continue to produce figures from the Mortal Kombat lineup, I was very underwhelmed with the product that we've seen. I'm not sure if it was simply the costume design, if the white just was overly bright. And in this modern time, this version of Raiden just looks very simple. Or if it was just some of the areas such as the arms appearing overly long. There were no additional head sculpts to be shown or accessories. But when I seen this Raiden, it just didn't give me a feeling of awe. Or the way that I feel with most Storm Collectible characters, that I have to purchase this figure. So one thing that I know with Storm Collectibles, typically when you see a figure at one of the cons or an event, it's usually the exact figure that we receive in package form. So time will tell if any changes or tweaks will be done to this Raiden. But it's good to know that Storm Collectibles is still pumping out characters from the line. So Storm Collectibles also showed a world reveal of their Injustice Superman. And I was very happy to see Superman because I feel like at this point we still do not have a great 6-inch action figure of Superman. And almost in similar fashion to Raiden, when I seen this version of Superman, I was very underwhelmed. The body appeared rather small. I'm really hoping that Storm Collectible decides to drop the rubber or plastic cape and go for one that's fabric. Now, some of the things that I did like, I really like the contrast of blues. I like the paint choice. And though I don't remember this being the way Superman looked in the game, speaking about his head sculpt, I think it's a fantastic head sculpt. So we also had an opportunity to see Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, and this isn't the first time that we've seen this figure. Now, I'm completely unsure of what Storm Collectible is going for here. The first time that I seen this figure, and I want to say that this was years ago, I assumed that it was a statue because there were no points of articulation. Now that I'm seeing this figure again, there are still no points of articulation. However, I recall before the figure didn't have soft goods as far as clothing. I could be incorrect about that. However, this figure that we're seeing now, the clothes are actually soft goods. So from Golden Axe, it appears that Storm Collectibles will be releasing the skeleton figures, and I was so happy to see this because while I was all the way in for their Golden Axe lineup, I was wondering what will I display with the superheroes. So just to know that I can have an army of skeletons, man, I'm truly looking forward for these things to be released. So in the last bit of news from Storm Collectibles is a line that I know absolutely nothing about, which is their Japanese Pro Wrestlers division. So I believe that this is the first time that this particular figure has been shown at an actual con or any event. So for those of you who are looking forward to this line, here you are.
Nightmare, we showed all that stuff before, I think. Although I've got a new Nightmare figure wrapped up in back there. It's Walgreens. It's, snakes in his hair.
I like the dog. The dog is. Come on, you know everybody watches John Wick. Freaking dog.
Still better than the last one.
I'm not sure that's like part of the
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
we're bringing. I didn't know that I'd make it. And I want to play with the Toy Story. There's a production scene. He's got a lot of information. That's not my favorite.
It's a